The Battle of Thermopylae is one of the most famous and significant battles in ancient history. It took place in 480 BC between an alliance of Greek city-states, led by King Leonidas I of Sparta, and the Persian Empire, led by King Xerxes I. The battle was fought in a narrow pass called Thermopylae, located in central Greece. At the time, the Persian Empire was expanding its territory and had conquered many Greek city-states. King Xerxes I sought to continue his conquest by invading mainland Greece. However, the Greek city-states were determined to resist the Persian invasion and defend their homeland. King Leonidas I of Sparta was chosen to lead a small force of around 6,000 Greek soldiers to delay the Persian advance at the narrow pass of Thermopylae. The pass was strategically important as it would force the Persian army to advance through a narrow corridor, minimizing the advantage of their vast numbers. The Greek force, known as the Spartan hoplites, was known for their discipline, elite training, and fierce reputation in battle. They were joined by other Greek city-states, including 700 Thespians and 400 Thebans. The Greeks were vastly outnumbered, as the Persian army was estimated to be over 100,000 strong. For 3 days, the Greeks held off wave after wave of Persian attacks. Their tightly formed phalanx, a formation where soldiers locked their shields together, proved difficult for the Persians to break through. The Spartan warriors, wearing heavy bronze armor and carrying long spears, fought with great skill and bravery. One standout episode during the battle was the Persian Immortals, an elite Persian unit, attempting to flank the Greeks by using a mountain path. However, the Greeks were alerted to this maneuver by a local resident, and a small contingent was sent to block the path. This strategic move prevented the Persians from surrounding and overwhelming the Greek forces. Despite their heroic resistance, the Greek soldiers were gradually overwhelmed by the sheer size and numbers of the Persian army. On the third day of battle, a local resident named Ephialtes famously betrayed the Greek position by revealing a mountain path that allowed the Persians to flank them from behind. Realizing that they were now outnumbered and outmaneuvered, King Leonidas ordered most of the Greek forces to retreat and save themselves. However, he and a small group of Spartans, along with the Thespians and Thebans, chose to stay and fight to the death. In the final moments of the battle, the remaining Greeks, led by King Leonidas, fought valiantly but were ultimately overwhelmed by the Persian forces. King Leonidas was killed in combat, and his sacrifice became legendary, symbolizing the courage and selflessness of the Greek resistance against the Persian invasion. Although the Battle of Thermopylae was a military defeat for the Greeks, it had a significant impact on the outcome of the Persian invasion. The Greek resistance at Thermopylae bought valuable time for the city-states to regroup and prepare for the Persian invasion. This allowed them to ultimately secure a decisive victory against the Persians at the Battle of Plataea the following year. The Battle of Thermopylae also had a lasting cultural impact. The story of King Leonidas and the 300 Spartans became a symbol of sacrifice and bravery in the face of overwhelming odds. It has been immortalized in literature and popular culture, most notably in the graphic novel and film, 300, by Frank Miller. Overall, the Battle of Thermopylae was a historic clash between the Greek city-states and the Persian Empire. Though the Greeks were ultimately defeated, their resistance and sacrifice played a crucial role in the defense of Greece and inspired future generations with their courage and determination.